Toto Wolff, head of Mercedes, addresses performance disparity between Hamilton and Russell in 2023 F1 season. Welcome to our channel, where we speed together to be among the first to cross the finish line and discuss the latest Formula One news. We invite you to join this group, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, leave your like, and ask you to share it among Formula One fans, so we can be more every day talking about Formula One. Thank you. Lewis Hamilton finished the year 5 positions and 60 points ahead of George Russell, but they were well matched when it came to single lap pace, says Toto. However, despite the British duo tying 11-11 in the head-to-head qualifying sessions, the two Mercedes drivers only ended up close on the grid on 6 occasions. Amid the struggles of the German team with its problematic W14 car, Mercedes found more challenges in ensuring that both Hamilton and Russell maximized a given weekend. This trend was exposed again in the final race in Abu Dhabi, with Russell securing a podium place while Hamilton exited in Q2 and finished 24s behind, in 9th. However, Wolff claims that the contrasting fortunes of the two Ferrari drivers showed that Mercedes was not the only team facing this kind of problem last season. It's just hard to understand that good drivers in various teams have these performance swings, Wolff said. You saw it this weekend, Abu Dhabi, with Carlos, Sainz, and Charles Leclerc. You saw it with George and Lewis, Oscar, Piastri, and Lando Norris at McLaren, and the most obvious is Sergio, Perez, and Max Verstappen. Perez is not a second slower than Max, so what is it? Because we saw this swinging in both directions. Having been considerably behind Hamilton both in the United States and Mexico City, Russell attributed the pattern to the driver, who was at a disadvantage trying to compensate too much. That's definitely something Lewis and I noticed throughout the year. I don't think we were ever at the same pace, Russell said last month. I think in the last 2 years, our qualifying record is almost the same, but either one driver is 0.4s or 0.6s ahead, or it's the other. It's something we're trying to understand. I think often when you're a bit behind, as a driver, you're pushing to close that gap, and sometimes, in doing so, you take a step back instead of naturally closing the gap, so it's something I'm trying to figure out myself, and I'm sure Hamilton, is trying to figure out too, he added. However, Wolff believes the issue originated from the delicacy of the Pirelli tires, leaving drivers susceptible to falling outside the ideal operating window. So fundamentally, I think it all revolves around tire degradation, Wolff continued. If you're able to have the car at an optimal point, a stable platform that you start working with at the beginning of the weekend, then you can extract performance. I think if it's not like that, there's simply no performance, you're falling off the cliff, literally. So, I have no explanation for that. I think the only one this year who understood how to drive with these tires was Max, Wolff concluded.